What are some top tips, do's and don'ts that you should keep in mind during labour? Now, I'm sitting here with Lucy Lou from mothernurture.com. She's a doula and she knows all about this birthing experience, which for some mums can be quite daunting.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about some of those do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
Hit me with it.
Sure. Okay. So the first one is that you want to make sure that you're well educated before labour commences. So little things like, well, not little things, the physiology of birth, understanding actually what your body is doing, understanding what baby is doing, understanding different forms of intervention as well, and asking for advantages and disadvantages of any given process before you go into labour is key.
So get your information.
Yeah, absolutely. And forming preferences around those is really good too. But then the flip side of that is that remembering that labour can take all manner of twists and turns. So keeping a really fluid and adaptable headspace is going to be key for labour.
I love that. I love how you say it's fluid, because it definitely is a fluid process and it can go up and down. Right.
Absolutely. I mean, mum's physiology, the positioning of baby, whether labour commences naturally or whether it's augmented, they all come into the play. And I think if you've got a hard and fast plan of how you're going to birth, it can be quite disappointing if labour does, you know, act in a fluid way, which of course it does.
Yeah.
But always important to be well educated as well and know what your preferences might be given any certain situation.
Right. What else do you have for me?
So using gravity and movement is really important as well. So gone are the days of mum on her back and up in stirrups, flat on her back, really unhelpful. We want to make sure we're getting gravity working for us. And movement, we want to get movement into the picture as well, and that will be helping us, our bodies produce the right hormones, which will drive our contractions right from the beginning to the end.
Right. So if you're able to, getting out of the bed or whatever, wherever you are in the birthing suite and moving around.
Yeah, just really gentle
Mm-hmm.
movements, and that's right. It's really key to be listening to your body, and that's a real do as well.
I found that I had to rock all the time. So just swaying.
And that's an innate thing. That's a primal response to what is actually going on in your body. Yeah, so that's really important.
Go with it.
Yeah, just go with it. And the other thing is making sure that you go to the loo every 2 hours during your labour.
Okay.
So in case our mums out there haven't noticed, who are pregnant, the bladder actually sits in front of your baby's head. And during labour, we of course want baby to be slipping down past the bladder. And if the bladder is full, then that's going to make it a bit of a slower process. So for a swifter labour, taking a pee every 2 hours, and also that
Which they don't tell you, so I'm glad you said that. So just be intentional about it.
Absolutely.
Time to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go.
Even if you don't need to go, it's good to just hop up, and then sitting on the toilet then affords you just another position and another movement that's good during the labouring process as well.
Excellent.
And you also want to understand the importance of a calm environment. And I know that that's really hard to think about when you're in labour, and it's easy to say when you're not in labour, but being in a calm headspace, I think happens when you're well educated. That there are no surprises really.
Because you know it can be a fluid process.
It can be undulating, and you've just got to be ready to go where your body is ready to take you. So that'd be my top tips to do. There's a couple of things I'd say which would be really good if you don't do. The first one is you don't want to be dehydrated in labour. So dehydration.
Keep your fluid levels, have your water, keep drinking. Even if you don't feel like drinking.
You need to be drinking. And between each and every contraction is really important, regardless of whether you feel like it. So a dehydrated mum results in a really unhappy baby. And an unhappy baby and dehydration can mean that your labour stalls, and you don't want that happening. You want labour to be moving along and doing what it needs to do. Yeah, electrolyte-rich drinks are good to take in. Take 2 flavours, because if you feel a bit sicky on one, you've got another option there as well.
Thanks so much, Lucy Lou. I hope that's helped you. Keep it locked right here at Mums at the Table.